They thrive on opinions, on charm, on the illusion of their presence. The type who treat silence as submission, who interrupt only to assert dominance, inflating their value with every breath, never realizing that each word is another crack in the glasshouse they've built. Beneath their confidence lies a brittle ego desperate to be admired and terrified to be ignored. But you don't break them with rage. You break them with silence, with subtlety, with surgical precision that makes them question if they were ever respected at all. Because true power doesn't confront. It allows the target to destroy themselves. The first move is never a strike. It's an offering. Inflate their ego. Stroke it. Nurture it like a predator luring prey closer. Nod. Smile. Agree. Not because you believe them, but because they need to believe you do. The louder they speak, the more you listen, not with admiration but with analysis. As they bask in the illusion of dominance, they stand unknowingly on a trapdoor. You reflect their ego back to them, distorted just enough to turn admiration into satire. They boast of intelligence, call them a once-in-a-century mind, too sharp for average brains to comprehend. Let exaggeration do the cutting. If they flaunt looks, say they belong in Hollywood, not today, but decades ago when stars had real charisma. Praise with a twist. Compliment with a grin. It creates paranoia masked as admiration. When they wonder if your approval is genuine, their foundation begins to shake. Ask questions that sound curious but land like subtle interrogations. That's bold. Where did you hear that? Would that still work today, though? Or even better, most people wouldn't dare say something like that. I respect it. These aren't debates. They're seeds of self-doubt planted quietly in public, echoing into nervous glances, forcing egos to explain and justify. Because the moment someone starts defending their greatness, they've already lost it. Then comes targeted, tactical silence. Let them deliver their signature line, the one they think is brilliant, and offer no response, just a slow blink, maybe a nod, then change the subject. People addicted to validation don't need applause. They need acknowledgement. When you withhold it, their identity cracks. For someone who built self-worth on performance, invisibility is annihilation. Let them boast about finances. Mention a deal that makes theirs look like pocket change. Let them brag about networks. Casually reference people they only read about. Their peak is your baseline. What they chase is what you walk away from. The goal is not to fight for the spotlight, but to make it seem irrelevant. You live in a world where their gold is gravel, and that realization delivered without malice cuts the deepest. Ego is armor, a cover. Real weakness lies beneath. If they obsess over wealth, ask what they'd do if it vanished tomorrow. If they brag about popularity, ask if people truly like them or just fear them. You're not attacking. You're exposing. And that is far more lethal. Let them talk more. Egotistical people overshare, overreach, overperform. All you have to do is listen. They will eventually contradict themselves or reveal weakness. When they do, don't call it out. Just raise an eyebrow or glance around. They humiliate themselves. You didn't defeat them. You simply revealed them. One day, you go still. No more compliments, curiosity, or attention. Their self-worth, built upon your reaction, begins to cannibalize itself. They chase harder, brag louder, until confidence becomes begging. Their ego, once a weapon, is now a wound, screaming, but powerless. Finally, you make subtle remarks that feel like autopsies. You try so hard to appear powerful, it feels fragile. You talk a lot about being respected. Do you actually believe you deserve it? Say it flat, cold, without emotion. It feels like a diagnosis. And a diagnosis can't be debated. They collapse from within, eyes betraying cracks as the room sees what you always saw.